I've been thinking, Joshua. You know
that's a first.
It is a first. I thunked for the first time today. You know those civilizations, mainly the old ones. I'm thinking the pharaohs and stuff back in Egypt,
Aztecs,
in
Incas.
the big cubes.
Mesopotamians.
They would bury when people would die. They would bury them with stuff.
And their wives as well. They bury their wives with
their
them,
wives
and their animals and their children sometimes.
If God forbid I pass away one day and begin my inevitable descent to the bad place, I've decided the 2 items that I want are in the coffin with me. All right.
Oh, yeah.
First one, Scrub Daddy.
Easy.
And the $13 rice cooker from Kmart.
It was actually, $7. But
$7 rice. I want 2 of them.
Should we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hello, friends, and hello, foes, and welcome to the Comedian Nuts Podcast. My name is Josh, aka Mr. What's a Tzatziki with you. And joining me today is the man who's a personal friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of Albanese's personal dog walker. It's Jono.
Do you know there is a high chance of that correlation actually being true?
You never
I wonder
know.
if there is. A dog walker from Marrickville could be friends with me.
Yeah, possible.
But Joshua, we join you and the people on another very cold, wintry Melbourne day. It's
So
been
bad.
cold. We have heaters now, though.
That's
Josh
nice.
and
That's
I installed
different.
heating in our
We
rooms.
usually had to rock up to about 3 different layers.
I got roasted in my work meeting this morning. She's like, "Oh, Jonathan, is your house cold, mate? You're wearing a puffer jacket." I'm like, "Oh, no,
I just like a puffer jacket.
my
Everyone wears puffer jackets.
I know. I'm the only young person. They all
He
wear
just wants
like
to be more like Dan
blazers
Drews.
and
It's
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, it's not North Face though,
It's fine.
unfortunately.
Oh.
But no, Joshua, huge show today. We're starting off.
Yeah,
I don't like the sound of this one. Actually, I've
I've
just
got
looked
bad
at
news
it.
for you, Jono. And I'll talk about it after.
Just bad news for Jono, and I've drawn a sad face next to it.
Oh, there you go.
Then the next, I want to help assemble the Avengers of something. We'll get there.
Oh,
but
wonderful.
I feel like we need to make an Avengers of this group of people because it'll
I've got
benefit
another
humanity.
talking point I want to talk about our favourite topic, Karren.
Oh, Karens. We love a good Karen.
Love a good
we
Karren.
love a good Karen.
Love a good Karen.
And then, folks, you may remember back in the day, I decided to become a runner
few
overnight.
podcasts ago.
Yeah, a few
You
podcasts ago, right at the beginning of this season. And I've got some updates.
Oh,
I know the fans
we
have
love
been
to hear
wondering,
them.
where's Jono? Where's he at with running? Boy, do I have some updates.
I'm excited. I don't know all these updates, I don't think.
Well, you know, I'm so excited that I think we should just jump straight into
Let's
it.
go. I've got bad news for you, mate.
I don't like this. I wonder what it could be. I genuinely have no idea.
I don't know if you know this, but I'd like to think I'm pretty well read sometimes.
Yeah, you've got some books lying around.
I read The Guardian is the important
Oh,
thing to
yes,
understand.
okay, The Guardian.
I was
I do like The
peeking
Guardian.
through The Guardian the other day, Jono,
Yeah.
and I saw an article that it's bad news for you because I'm looking
Okay,
around and it
alright.
means bad things, and it said
They're banning
new
the name
news-
Jimbo. I would love to be called Jimbo. Jimbo!
I actually would hate it,
Yeah, my dad calls me Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Yeah, anyway, it's not that.
No, it isn't. It's that. So they say, and then you might have heard that they say, if you have house plants.
Oh,
right,
no.
they make you happy, right?
Yeah, houseplants maybe. I've got like 11 in my
You
bedroom. In
And
total, we've got a lot.
New research came out recently that
no.
said if the houseplants are dying,
Yeah.
it might impact you negatively.
Oh, you can't
So
let them die.
I'm nervous.
You can't
for
let
you
them
'cause
die.
Look at that one there.
This one is in a bad way. This is one in a yogurt pot next to me
Yeah.
here. I think I may have broken its neck in
This
the
is good
car
podcast
ride
material.
home. Yeah.
but I thought I would just ask you.
It's in a bad way.
You've got a couple of plants that seem to be dying. Has it how just on the spot now? Not testing the research.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Okay, I've actually been feeling pretty good.
Well, there you
I tell
go.
you what, this is actually an interesting point. About 2 weeks ago, wasn't feeling so good.
Yeah.
Also hadn't watered my plants in about 6 weeks.
Oh,
Yesterday, when I was on the phone to my mum, because when you're on the phone, you have to do something.
oh yeah, 100%.
It's so hard to not do
I'll usually
anything.
pull out a little notebook and start doodling little scribbles.
I don't know what. I just cannot sit still. Even if someone calls me at work, I'm like 3
No.
blocks away. I'm like,
I have
how
to
did
do
this happen?
something.
But I was like watering all of my
Right,
plants when I was
yeah.
doing it. Today, been feeling 10 out of 10, and the plants are like visibly perking back up again.
Oh, that's good to know.
But Did this Guardian article, did it go into why? Is it because you feel bad that your plants
Yeah,
are
it has to
dying
do with
and-
like your connection with the plants.
yeah,
I'd be
I do
questioning
have a
whether
connection with my plants.
whether the fact that like how strong is that connection when you have so many of them?
That's
though?
true. I don't know. I don't think the connection's that strong because if you remember on the podcast
No.
a couple of weeks ago, I snipped one.
Well, they
to
wouldn't
see if
know.
it
They
was
didn't
real.
see it, but they
That 100% is true that plant is not real.
That's
it has
crazy.
not healed or anything when I snipped it. I don't know. I don't like
There
it.
you go.
But okay, if we put this one step further,
Right.
we should both be thriving if the houseplant thing is true because we have another plant that we have to move when we do the podcast.
We do.
And it started because we decided to buy each other something from Kmart.
We did.
I bought Josh like a little kindergarten, child's
plastic
chair.
chair that's still in my room. You know,
I don't know why didn't you get rid of it in
here's a
hard
description.
rubbish?
Here's a description, right?
Yep.
We imagine like a lawn plastic chair you'd
Yeah,
see
those
like
white plastic
like if
lawn
you
chairs.
had people
At
over
bowls
for
clubs and stuff.
Bunnings.
Yeah.
You went to Bunnings, you got a
It's
couple
exactly
plastic chairs, right? It's that, but it's probably like a quarter of the size, right?
Even less.
Less.
Like
it's
yeah.
maybe less than 30
like
centimeters off
you
the
could
ground.
probably fit a 3-year-old in it and no one
Maybe,
bigger.
yeah,
It's
no
probably
one
got a
else.
weight limit of about
No-
6
no-
kilograms.
no other people.
Did I
And
sit in it? I think I
you
tried.
tried.
Yeah, but my hips were
But
too
here's,
big.
here's the thing.
My
The
childbearing hips.
other weekend I had my parents over.
Yep.
And my dad came in the room.
He's like, what
and
the
he's
fuck
like,
is this?
why do you have a small chair?
He's
I'm
like, oh, Jono.
it's a long story. We went to Kmart, and you know when you're at Kmart, you feel like you have to buy something. He's like,
Yeah.
So you bought? I'm like, no, I didn't buy it. We were buying stuff for each other.
Someone bought you that?
Yeah, it was funny,
Oh
and
my
I didn't
God.
throw it out.
It's a good chair. I'm
I
surprised
tell you what,
it
it's
didn't.
great to put stuff on.
Yeah, it was a very funny joke that we had planned when we had a little housewarming over here. You have one chair too few,
Yeah, and then someone
intentionally,
goes,
and then
"Oh, no, we
where's
need
my
another
chair?
chair."
And I go,
Then we
oh,
take that small chair.
Josh, you've got one in your own.
Yeah.
Hilarity ensues. Absolute
banger
gold.
of a
But where
joke.
I was going with that is, yeah, Josh bought me a pot plant, and I'm like, okay, it's a small little pot.
Yeah, it's a
I'll
bit
get a
sort of
small
brassy.
I'll get a small brassy pot. I'll get
Brassy.
a small plant to put in that pot.
Yeah.
It's huge now.
Yeah.
It's like a full rainforest on its
Yeah.
own. But I think I'll make sure I take extra care of them so we feel
Yeah, I
alive
thought
and
also
everything.
this is a great chance to sort of just talk for a quick second. I just thought I'd
Absolutely.
also say, Jono.
Yes.
You know what's coming up soon?
Commonwealth
Games.
Oh, hell yes.
And we're coming full
Yes.
circle on the party.
That's true because we started the pilot. Is the pilot? Did it make it to the pilot? It may
Yes,
have been
it
in
did.
the.
No, it didn't.
I think we also put part of it in the cutting room floor episode as well. We
this
talked
was the
about
bit that we talked about the long jump.
the long
jump?
jump of death. Or
Was it
one
long
of
jump?
them.
The high jump.
High jump. We're
It was when
talking
they
about-
did the two
yeah.
people at once. Then we did the bit about people.
I tell
the
you, my fun
circle.
fact for you about the Commonwealth Games.
Right.
Apparently, they normally have like sneaks or whatever that they wear with their official uniform.
Mm-hmm.
RM Williams this year. Isn't that the most like Melbourne Foot Club
That's very
thing
funny, actually.
you could possibly do? But what event are you trying out for the Commonwealth Games?
I think I'm going to go for shuffleboarding.
Shuffleboarding. I'm doing cornhole.
Cornhole.
So very similar. We're probably in the
Frolf.
train. Frolf. We're probably going to be in the same training facility.
I think so.
Absolutely. But
Wow.
shall I
There you go.
see you on the big screen?
I'll see you on the next slide.
On the next slide. And does it have a transition?
Yeah.
All
Hold
right,
on.
do a transition sound.
Pew.
So I've been catching public transport to work now, which I haven't done for a while. I've been
Join
driving.
the club.
I've been
How does it
destroying
feel?
the world.
It's great to be with. It's great to be with me.
I do. We're on team
For you
public
to be with
transport
me.
now. I mean, I've only done it twice.
Oh,
But being on-
you start realizing the same kinds of people on public transport, don't you?
You do, and they're great. The characters you meet on public transport are fantastic, and I think we need to make an academy. What's his name? Dr. Xavier?
Yes.
Um,
for Professor X.
That's
Yep.
right. I think we can be Dr. Xavier, and we need to assemble the Avengers of public transport.
Yes.
The characters of Melbourne, the PTVians. There's a wild range of them.
There are so many of them.
Now, there's a couple of different categories. You got your bus, you got your train, and you got your tram.
And how many per are we allowing? Are we just going to go nuts?
I reckon, in total, 6.
Okay, 6.
I reckon we go 6. And I'm
This is phase 1.
This is phase one.
1 of the Avengers, where there's only like 6 of them.
the crew. It's like a tech startup at this point.
And I tell you
right?
what, if there are people who go, this is we'll want to see more. We might do a phase 2 of
A
this.
phase 2. I like it because let's start off with bus. Let's work our way up.
The bus.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I've got one. All right.
We'll go one each. You
Yeah.
go first.
So this is a very integral part of the bus, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to feel relaxed on the
No.
bus, do you? You
No,
don't
you
want to
don't.
be able to hear your own music either. Why
Of
would you
course
why would
not.
you want to do that? So you need some little twat. He's like 12 and a half years old. He's 4'9", and he's got like a big W speaker, or maybe
Yep.
even from like the
Yep.
supermarket.
Dressed in private school clothes.
Yeah, private school clothes, but like runners
Yeah.
and white socks.
Yeah.
And he's blasting some hardcore European
Trap.
techno trap remix thing from that he ripped off SoundCloud.
Yeah. But
And-
it's got the worst quality ever.
Oh,
and the
you
speaker
can't
is
even
like
hear the-
$2.
Yes.
So just here.
It's literally the $2 cube speaker
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
get
yeah,
from the
yeah, yeah,
supermarket.
exactly.
And he's like, it's clipped onto his bag, and he's walking around, and he's like the king swan. He's
Yeah.
walking around like King Dick, right? And
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah, yeah,
following
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
So what do we call him? Speaker boy.
Speaker boy.
Speaker boy.
Speaker boy.
Yep.
Here's my one.
Okay.
There's always one of these, and they tend to be on the older side.
Yep. I think
far
this is the
past
one I'm
older,
thinking of. Yep.
And it's an older lady.
Yes.
And they're on the they're on
Yep.
the seat.
Yes.
They're on the
This is the one I'm
seats
thinking of.
facing with their back to the side of the
Sideways
bus.
seats, the sideways seats.
They've
yeah.
got a trolley thing in front of them.
Yes.
They've got a trolley that is either completely full or nothing in it,
nothing
and
in
there's no either ways of it.
And they
They've
got the
either-
visor. They got the visor cap.
And you watch them
Oh
get
my
off at one
God,
stop,
yes.
and they go 2 stops.
Oh,
they don't go more than
that's
that.
so funny. That's what inspired this whole segment. I saw one of these ladies get on and get off straight away, and she had nothing. And they're always like a weird color, those trolleys.
Yeah.
They're like leather to start with, like a fake pleather leather
Yeah.
thing. And they're always navy blue or maroon. Or like
or they're just this big wireframe.
yeah, the wireframe one with the like the woolly shopping
yeah,
bags
yeah,
in there.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic.
And there's a variation of this.
Yeah.
Before we go into what the name is,
Why is it the
variation of
sideways
this
seats,
is a
though?
very, very, very obese fat man.
yes,
with,
taking
like,
up two
bags.
of the seats. Yeah.
No. They're on the front seat of the bus.
Oh yeah, that weird like 1.5
One and a
seater
half
thing
seat.
with no leg
Yeah.
room. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. All right,
Thank
so we
you.
got trolley woman and large
yeah,
man
yeah.
and large man.
They're a combo. They count as
it's
they.
either or. I
Either
think
or.
if there's no
if you
trolley
wanna be,
woman,
if you want to
there'll
choose
be a
large man in your
yeah.
in your one, this is kind of like you know when you do like
You like choose your fighter.
Supercoach?
That's what it feels.
You know,
yeah. It's Supercoach.
that, but
That's
we're
what it
giving you a
feels
bunch
like.
of characters here. You can choose your own.
I actually like
adventure
that.
Team.
Do we need Avengers music? I wasn't sure of the bed.
Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good.
I think
We're
we're
good.
good. All right.
What do you got for-
moving to the tram?
Tram.
You and I were talking about this the other day.
Yes.
Because I saw one of these on my tram, and it's the old man who's dressed dapper as hell. He's got like a walking stick. He's way too tall for his own good. He's probably like me, like a lanky guy, and he's got like a checkered shirt and that
but he
brown hat.
refuses to sit
He
down.
doesn't sit down. Why don't they sit down?
Hey, do you want to sit down? No, I'm okay.
Because everyone offers, because he's
I know.
got the build of a marathoner and he's about to fall over at any point.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just standing.
And he
like-
always looks like he's run a race.
He looks like he's run a race, exactly, because he's puffed.
Yeah.
Getting up the mountain
Yeah.
of the stairs.
Yeah.
But they always do that thing. Well, they don't just stand normally, right? They are standing like they're about to tap their mic onto the reader.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
you think, that
You think they're gonna fall
that
over.
They're going to fall over or
They're
something.
going to do a big forward roll.
Yeah, so that's standing
Dapper
man.
man.
Standing man.
Dapper man.
Dapper man. Yeah. Do you have another one for a tram? Or
I do.
All right.
I'd like to put into let's take us back a week, back to last week. And I want to mention the
It's not it's my friend, the aggressive man.
the aggressive man.
Yes.
Someone who there is about a berth of about 2 seats around them
Because
where
everyone,
no
like,
one sits next to
People
them.
even like spot him through the window and get on a different door.
Yeah,
That's right.
And you could, if the mood changes when one of these people enters the tram.
Yeah.
Or when they're already on the tram and you get on and you notice they're on there. And they're either in the middle of a yelling session
100%.
or they're not, but they're looking at everyone like they're going to do it.
Yeah, they look
And
like
I think
they're
I've
going
said
to
this to you
fight you.
before, where either it happened last week when we were talking, or the person who I was holding my phone out and they thought I was filming them.
they thought you
and
were
they kicked me. I got kicked on a tram. This is the things you have to deal with on a public transport system.
in the
Jono.
inner city.
I'm standing up on you. I'm
He is
looking down
standing
on
up.
you, and I'm telling you.
But I don't get intimidated very
Yeah, okay.
easily. Except if it's one of
Good
these
on
guys.
you.
And they're always eating KFC. I don't know what it is.
It looks they're always carrying a bag and they're sipping whatever the fuck is
They're
in their cup.
drinking some drink from KFC that you
Or is at least-
wouldn't expect to get. It's
Or
not like a
at
Mountain
least-
Dew or a
it's
Pepsi.
or at least it's in a cup. You don't know what's in that
Yeah,
cup.
it's something in a cup. You don't know what they're sipping. All right, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we're on to train.
We're on to trains. I've got a good one.
I think so.
This is an unusual one, but I reckon if you were in Supercoach, you go
Yeah.
like, this guy is a rarity. We need him. He
Oh.
is built different, right? So this man doesn't exist, and it's always a man as well. I don't know
I
why,
hope
because
it's the one
women
I
are
think-
smarter than
hopefully
this,
is
right?
the one I think it is.
I think this is a left of center one, but this only happens on massively packed peak hour trains, right?
Yes.
When it's like an absolute block of people, right?
Yep.
Think about the middle section on a train where the doors are, and
So where there's
the
lots
big
of space
pack,
and there's lots of
right?
people standing.
Yeah, everyone's in the pack.
Yeah.
Everyone's like facing forward, holding the thing, right?
Yep.
There's one mofo who's standing facing the opposite way to everybody else. Everyone's in the big pack facing forward, and he's facing the back of the train going backwards, standing up, and he's facing everybody. So everyone's staring directly at him. He's staring directly back at them. He doesn't care.
Can I add
He
something to
doesn't
this though?
give. Yeah.
He's in an extremely long coat. And
Yes,
he's got
that's
a
right.
briefcase.
Yeah, he's a businessman.
Businessman.
Probably got the AirPods in as well, doing
AirPods
business
or just one of
the
those
whole
one
time.
hand, and he's going, yeah, no, I'll get that. I'll circle around back to that.
That's
yeah.
actually interesting.
I'll
They're
circle
the
around to
only
that.
characters I still see with those Bluetooth headset,
Yeah.
like phone things.
Do you know anyone in your life who ever used those Bluetooth
No,
headsets?
there was one like dad at the primary school who had one of them, and it
I
tripped
hate those
everybody out
dads.
because everyone was like, "Oh," and he'd be like, "Nah, I'm not talking to you.
I'm
on
busy-
the phone.
I'm busy on- I've got business."
busy. I'm
No,
busy."
do you think those people just assume they always have to have? They just get so many calls an hour that they just have to be on their phone.
Well, like my boss only ever calls me when he's driving or running. I don't know if he's running away
Does he
from
own
something.
one of those?
No, he has
You should
like
give one of those for
supermarket
if you
headphones.
do like
Oh,
you should suggest a
true.
Secret Santa.
Yeah.
and if you get him, then
I'd
you
warm-
give him one of
I'd warm
those.
his heart. No, he wears the supermarket headphones, and
Oh.
they break like every week. But do you got a train one, or I've got one? If you
Go
don't
for
have
it,
one.
go for it.
All right. This is once again, it's rare, but there's always one of these people, and they freak me out. Right.
Okay.
So you need them. They're a crucial person to have on your super coach team, right?
Okay.
Of the Avengers of Public Transport, and that's the absolute psychopath who isn't on their phone, they're not reading, they don't have headphones.
stare
or
you in
anything.
the eye.
They're just staring at you. Why? It only happens when you're sitting down.
Yeah.
These people are never standing up. They're always, when you're just sitting down, they're in front of you, and you're like, you look up, and they're just like looking forwards because they're not doing anything.
No, if I ever get caught out where my phone's low on
Low on voltage.
voltage,
Yeah.
and I need to just use it just as an
How many
to
volts
listen
are
to
you
music.
normally running at?
Oh, 10 million.
Yeah, 10 million.
And I just need
yeah.
to use it as a music player, right?
Yeah.
I'll look out the window, which is the normal thing to
Yeah,
do.
look out the window or look out the opposite corridor window.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Just look out a window. Don't look straight ahead.
Yeah, no.
No,
No.
You can't do that.
Can I add one final one?
Oh,
I just
please,
thought of?
I'd love to. I
And
think we need-
It's kind
I think
of,
we
it's
need
kind of
7.
like it's kind of like a group of people, but I'm
Yep.
going to count it as one thing, which is the family who doesn't know how to control their
that's
children.
actually really true. It's
And
always
it's-
on a weekend
and here's what
morning.
It is. Here's what it is. It's a mum who's had it up to here.
Yeah.
And that's what she says. She's, I've had it up
and
to here.
she's like incommunicado.
And into communicate, and the dad is not equipped.
I was going to bring this one. It's the
And
dad who's got
it's
3
not
young
equipped.
girls.
I was gonna say, two to three
Yeah.
younger girls. Sometimes, like 2 girls and like one little
One
kid.
little boy
snot-nosed
with like
brat.
with like a truck.
Yeah.
And he's like tapping all their Mikey
And all
cards
3 of
one
them
after the other.
are yelling their heads off.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to conduct themselves
No.
on a public
Mum's checked
transport.
out. She's like, "This
Mum's
is
like,
your
"No,
problem.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing
Damo,
this.
this is
I'm
your
not doing
problem."
this. I had to get them out of the house. And you told, and then
And it was your idea to go to the zoo, and I didn't want to go to the zoo.
And she goes, "Oh, have you bring the sunscreen?" He goes, "Oh, you didn't bring the sunscreen. We'll have to buy some when we get to the zoo." Okay,
That's true. I don't think I'd want them on my super coach
No.
team, but they're an integral
I
part.
tell you what, I actually wouldn't mind them on my Supercoach
They-
team. I think they get a lot of points.
I feel like they'd have so much rage built up in them that they'd be able to perform well. But I think there's definitely more room for more Avengers
Let's go.
if we ever get the chance.
Nino, Nino, do you hear that? That's the alarm
hear that.
bells,
I'm
Jono.
pulling over. Oh, it's the alarm
That's
bell.
the
I thought you were a
alarm
fire
bells.
truck.
No, it's not the fire truck, Jono. It's the mid-roll.
It's telling the people to skip forward. We're not selling anything.
No, we're not
We've
selling
got nothing
anything.
to sell.
We are telling you to we appreciate you listening
We
here.
do appreciate it.
We
Honestly,
appreciate you.
Like, I don't know if it's ego or if it's just.
Oh, it
I don't
is
know.
ego.
Yeah. But no, whenever someone talks about it, they're like, oh, like I like the quiz, or they just say,
I like
it
that
doesn't
Josh
sound
guy.
as bad. I like that Josh guy.
Hear that a lot.
He's got a face for podcasting for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
No, it really, as I was saying before, it warms the very cockles of my heart. And my cockles are hard to warm, but
I
it
don't
warms
have any
them.
cockles.
You don't have any cockles.
But my
Any
heart is warm.
cockles?
My heart grew 5 sizes.
It grew 5. Wow, a heart as
the
big as a
Grinch.
whale.
Yeah.
The Grinch. I don't know why, but when you said the Grinch, I started thinking about the Queen.
Grinch. Well, you know.
She's like
The
I don't know.
Jubilee.
What was that for? Is the Jubilee a birthday?
It's, but it's like 4 days of woohoo.
a bender, 4-day bender.
Yeah,
apparently she like
basically.
wasn't at any of the
Nah.
community events because
No.
she was probably just on the.
She was on
tequilas
one of
the
them, I
whole
think,
time.
and then fuck,
Yeah.
who knows? I tell you what, Jono, but
Yeah.
why are we here? We're telling people to
Like us on
Yeah,
review
okay,
us
go with
on.
it.
Josh just pointed at me and it scared me. Review us on Apple Pods
On
and
Apple Pods,
Spotify.
on
Give us a
Spotify. Give
5
us a
star
5
or a
star
1
or a
star.
1 star.
We really
No
don't mind.
middle ground.
No middle ground.
we refuse to have a
Brian,
middle ground.
And I honestly, this time, somebody do it, please.
Somebody do it.
For the
I bet.
love of
You know
God.
what? You all are cowards.
Yeah, you're all cowards. Someone's got to
Give
be
us
the
a
first
5
one.
star.
No, maybe like.
Have we checked?
Can you do a? No, I haven't checked. I'm just assuming no one's does it. I will filibuster for
Okay,
22 seconds.
wonderful.
But what I want, when I had a friend who they have a band on
Yeah.
Facebook, and I gave them a 4.5, so it doesn't look fake. So it looks
Yeah.
like it's not just like all their mates giving them 5-star reviews
Yeah.
or whatever. Because you see sometimes on restaurants, you're
100%.
there is no way this cafe that's been open for 6 weeks has 48 5-star reviews straight out of the gates. Do you even know how to check it?
It says that I've 5-starred.
Oh, fantastic. So we have one.
does it
Do I have to buy you a mango?
Yeah,
No,
probably.
you didn't show me within the first 24 hours. Anyway, we've
Whatever.
rambled on. Every
Yeah,
Thursday,
give us every Thursday.
5
it comes
a.m.
out.
Be a
5 a.m.
Thursday
Be a
fanatic.
5-star Thursday.
I was trying to do alliteration and I panicked.
Thursday.
A Thursday
frenetic.
frenetic? Thursday thematic.
Oh,
That's a
not
map
very
term.
good.
Anyway, that's
I tell you
bad.
what, just
Yep.
we appreciate you coming here.
Yeah,
you know what
we do.
Why don't you buy some flowers for your grandma?
Yeah, I think she needs some.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go do that now.
All right. Whoop whoop! It's the sound of another segment on the
There we
Comedian
go.
Nuts podcast.
I like it.
How about that for
That's
for a
pretty
different
good.
intro?
Yeah.
You like that more than me just saying, Jono?
I like it when we don't talk about the intro. I like it when we get straight into it.
I don't know. I find it very funny.
Yeah,
when we
okay,
just talk
fair
about
enough.
intros for 2
Anyway.
minutes at the start.
Point number 3 on the chalkboard, Joshua. What have we got today?
Oh, we just going to mention the fact that we're looking at it. It's because I can't remember what I put down.
I have the short-term memory of an eraser.
A goldfish.
No,
That's
an
actually a
eraser.
lip.
It just
Of an-
erases it. I said that to my boss today.
Yeah,
He
people-
told me
Okay,
something.
we're keep
I'm like,
talking.
it's fallen out of my brain. And he's like, oh, okay. I don't forget these things. I'm like, okay, that's fair
I guess
enough.
I guess we're just going to move on.
Yes.
So, Jono, a lot of people, and by a lot of people, I mean us, we spend
Yes.
most podcasts talking about Karens.
Because they're great. There's so much
They are
content.
so
it's
good.
free content. We should pay them.
And I tell you what, boy, have we milked them.
Yeah, we have milked them, but I wouldn't even say we've milked them. We've utilised them for the milk they provide, but we haven't been factory milking them.
Yes, that's right. We keep them free
There's
range.
nothing wrong.
Free range Karens.
Yeah. Free
There's
range.
your title for the podcast,
Yeah, free
Jono.
range Karens. I like that.
But,
Yeah.
but we don't talk a lot about male Karens.
No.
But I think they should be.
Rarer to come across, I think, but maybe because it's not in your brain.
And the other
right?
thing is, male Karens is basically just a boomer.
yeah,
Can we say that to
just
begin with?
a dickhead as
A
well. Yeah, like
But
maybe there's too many
Karen,
of them.
male
to
Karens
specify.
are older.
Yep.
And they're more.
Yeah, you don't
they're
get
dickhead.
young Karens. Like you can get like 45-year-old Karens, but you don't get
You don't get
45-year-old
anyone-
male
you
Karens.
don't- oh yeah, of course you get 45-year-old male Karens. I
You
have
reckon?
a story for one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I've not come across one. I've only come across like a 60-year-old red-faced one. You know, when
Yeah.
they only
You know, the issue
only
is-
drink 4X.
Have you noticed? And I don't know that if like at a certain age, men from about 45 to 60 are
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Yeah, they're all.
They don't look any different.
No, they're all-
And then
they
about
all merge. Yeah.
they get grey hair, and then
Yeah.
you know,
Or
that
it all
they're
falls
old,
out.
or
and-
they don't have any hair.
Yeah.
But
And they're
before
red.
that,
Why are they all red? Is this something
They're
that...
all red.
Yeah, they're all red, especially like ones that bet on horses. They're always red because
I
they're
think
always going...
they're trying really hard to figure out whose horse is going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Well,
of them will.
Actually, the internet's really it's hard to tell what people call male Karens. What
Yeah,
would
they-
you call them?
Well, the one
As
that
in a name.
goes around is Richard.
Richard.
Because of the obvious
well,
abbreviation.
I was going to say Kevin.
I do
People call
like
Karens.
Kevin just because it has the
same of
kind of
Karren,
fluidity
Kevin.
of Karren. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that one. Maybe that's good. What's another Calvin?
Kelvin.
Calvin's a nerd. Calvin's too
I like
nerdy.
Calvin as a name.
Calvin
though.
is a good name. I met
Calvin is a
a
good
labradoodle called Calvin. Something I love, dogs
Yeah.
with human names.
Oh, I hate this so much.
I love it. I would never do it.
No
but,
way.
But just
Oh.
seeing someone in the park going, George,
And they're screaming it.
drop it, George.
I love the idea that they're doing that, and then they look, and then you look across, and it's just a kid going with something that they're actually supposed to drop.
It's a kid with like a bird
It's
in
hard
his
to
mouth
tell
or
because it's
something.
one or the other. It's
Yeah.
always either they've got a kid or they have a dog that they've called a human name.
I don't
and let's be
like
honest,
it.
the people that they call their dogs a human names are calling their dogs a kid.
It's very humorous though. Do you reckon they have dogs called what's a dog name? Fido. They have a
Fido.
kid called Fido.
Oh, that's very funny.
But no, what other names have you seen on the internet for
Oh,
it? Because I don't know. I reckon let's lock in
What's
Kevin.
in Kevin's for now
But
for the
I-
podcast?
The Kevin that we went to school with is such a nice guy. I feel kind of bad.
Yeah, I know, but like,
Do you know, I got a phone
listening.
call from a Karren the other day.
Oh.
I picked up the phone, unknown number. Assume it was something to do with work.
Really?
It wasn't. And she's like, "Hi, it's Karren speaking." And I'm like,
Oh, an actual
would you?
Karren?
Yeah. Why would you introduce yourself as Karren? Change your name. Surely
stop
not.
calling yourself Karen if you don't want to be.
She
a
wasn't
Karen.
very nice either.
Oh, what was it?
She wanted me to do a survey. It was like this uni
Ooh.
survey that no one had done. I'm not even at the uni anymore, but they're asking me to like.
So
do
I
it.
was out at a bar the other day, Jono,
Yeah.
and I could tell that this was the situation of a male Karen because they had walked up to the bar, and you know,
Is there multiple of them?
there was one. It was
Okay,
one of them.
okay,
but
yeah.
he was the situation. I had gone up to the bar and I was ordering my friend a mocktail,
mocktail,
and it was
yep.
clearly a mocktail that they hadn't done a lot of.
Yeah,
because the guy
okay.
did it. He said, "No worries, I get it." And he turned around to his friend, and I hear him go,
What do we do?
What do I do?
Was it a cranberry
And
snow
he
bear?
was looking up, and clearly there was like some kind of thing to like make him right.
Oh, okay.
And,
Yep,
and
yep,
he
yep.
was looking, and he was like talking to a friend, and they had walked off to the side to figure it out. Clearly,
Yep.
it had taken a moment. And this bloke, he was either 45 or 65. Couldn't
Yeah,
tell
because they're the
couldn't
same.
tell you. As
He was-
I said,
he was red.
very different. He was a bit red, and he came up and he went, "Well, where's the people?" And he looked.
Was he like talking to the other customers at the bar?
Yeah. He looked at me, and I'm like,
Trying to
"Oh."
absorb you into his
And I
irritation.
sort of went into like, I tried to fade into background at that point. I tried to be like, I don't want to touch, I don't want to be part of this.
No, absolutely
and
not.
And then he watched, he went, "Where's the manager?" And then he
Straight away, goes for the manager.
Straight to the manager.
Nothing's even happened
Some
at
guy
this
walked
point.
up and he was like, "Listen, these two people have been talking over there instead of getting ordering me. I need it." And as he was saying that, the third guy who was clearly at the bar, but he
Yeah.
just hadn't, he was away from him, walked up and he was like, better go over there.
Oh, right, okay.
But like, how much fucking patience do you have to have?
That's actually, I reckon, the leading characteristic of a male Karren. Zero patience.
Zero patience.
None at all. Absolutely none. With anything.
And the other thing is the difference between like someone who doesn't have a lot of patience. Like I don't have a lot of patience.
I've got none.
But here's the thing: especially just in general, when something goes wrong, or I won't immediately go out to it. I'll sort of go, "Oh no."
Yeah,
I don't really want to go.
It doesn't even like worry me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, like fair enough, whatever. There's
Yeah.
no one at the bar the second I want to order.
Yeah.
They'll come.
Yeah, I
They'll
sort of
come
just
eventually.
wait awkwardly out there because
Yeah.
eventually someone's going to come and notice.
I
that
just
I'm
assume
there.
I'm standing in the wrong
Actually,
spot.
sometimes I'll leave.
Most
and
of my
come
life
back.
just involves standing in the wrong spot. I've
Yeah.
done that as well before. Go
Yeah.
to the bar and you go, and you just hope no staff
There's a
member
fish
sees
shop
you
near
leaving.
fish and chips
There
shop
is
near
a
us.
fish shop near us.
Fish and chips shop. I went there
Yeah.
one day on the weekend.
Did you know where to stand?
That was the first issue I had.
Yeah.
I was standing in the wrong spot to begin with, and he walked over. Here's the thing, there was no one in there. They were all in the back room, and I was sitting there for like
strange at a
3
fish
minutes
because they cook in the front.
Yeah, no, I was sitting there for 3 minutes. No one was in the fish shop. I was sitting there 3 minutes, and no one had come to serve me. And I'm like,
and you're not going to call out. No way you're going to call out.
No way.
Did they have a bell?
No bell.
No. Oh, damn, that sound effect doesn't work. I was going for the ding.
At that point, I went, I'm not gonna try and not gonna go into it.
No, you can't. But I don't know. With bars, I feel like actually fish and chip shops is a prime spot for like angry men.
Old angry men.
Fish
and chip shops.
And they always like check their order as well when they give it.
No,
there's only one bag, mate. There's only one bag. This have the battered saveloy.
The battered Mars bar, mate.
We have to mention this, talking about fish and chips. A couple Friday nights ago, you were showing me this video on YouTube. I can't remember who it was. What was that? Because this is coming to my brain. It was so gross. Eels. That's what it was.
Jellied eels.
Oh my God. This is worth, if you don't know about this.
Please, this is my favorite video
go
on
and
the
watch
internet.
this video.
It's a great video on the internet. And
if you just look up, was it sorted food?
No, it's not sorted food, but there's a great YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I would say go look up
England's worst restaurant.
England's worst restaurant, jelly
throw the word
eels.
eel in there,
and it is horrifying. Admittedly, not realizing how horrifying it was to someone.
Josh just showed me this video of them like cutting up a live eel.
I forgot that it was live. I'm going to be honest, but boy, is it still disgusting.
Now when
comes out of it.
anyone says fish and chips, that's what I think of.
Now, what have I done? I fucked it.
But no, I reckon you should do a pilgrimage to England, and if your eel doesn't come out fast enough, you just go all red in the face and angry.
I'll start yelling.
Yeah, start throwing hands.
Back to the next slide.
Next slide. That's right, Joshua. It's time. It's been too long.
Jono,
Run, Jono, run. That's right. Maybe we should do a little choral overlay on this one. Now, I don't know when this was. I reckon 2 months ago.
Oh, yeah. No, it's been a while.
Yeah, about 2 months ago.
You surprised
for
me.
Absolutely no reason. I signed up for a 10-kilometer run.
Out of the blue.
I think I had 11 days notice.
Yeah, it was a little bit more than 11 days.
Maybe it was 13 days or something.
Something like that.
I think it was under 2 weeks. It was absolutely diabolical. I had to run 5 kilometers more than I'd ever run in my life.
But you made
distance.
it. You did it.
And I did it. So
wonderful.
I'd run, if we go back to my running career, I first started in 2019 when I decided to run a 5K race as part of the Melbourne Marathon.
Yeah.
And I to this day, I think I could have done better, but we had to run to the start line because we caught a bus to the wrong place in the city, and it was all a palaver. So we sprinted like 800 meters to get to the start line.
This is new knowledge. I find that.
This was a whole thing. Frank, if you're listening, you got us on the wrong train, and
obviously leading up to this at the end of the year, you've also
this is where I'm going with that. So we started in 2019 with the 5K race.
Yeah,
and it went fairly well. And I thought,
and then there was a little thing that happened in between.
Yes, so that's also where I'm going with this. So I thought, I would like the next year. I would like to run a half marathon.
Yeah,
but that was 2020. Didn't work. Right?
Yeah.
Didn't happen. 2021 comes along. I'm like, you know what? I reckon I'll do it this year. Yep. There was a lockdown. It still went ahead, but I got put off running because the only place you could go in lockdown was the park.
Yeah.
So everybody in the whole goddamn neighborhood was at the park. It was like a conga line.
Harry Potter on a picnic.
That's right. We did talk about that.
We talked about this.
It was a very stressful place to be out there.
Episode.
Running, I hate that one as well. Running is meant to be like a relaxing thing, but with all these people, chock-a-block in a conga line, wasn't fun. Mm-hmm. Swings around this year, I've done it. I've locked it in October, I think it is. The half marathon. Don't even know how I'm going to get there.
Oh, no way.
It's going to be interesting. But we've got one more 10-kilometer coming up, and I'll do a race review. That's in about a month's time.
Okay,
I'll do a race review of I think it's Run Melbourne, doing a 10-kilometer.
That's exciting.
That it won't be my first, so I'll actually be able to run properly.
Ooh.
But in the meantime, I thought, and you know about this one, I was discussing it with you on the weekend.
You told me this.
I need more regular running in my life.
You do.
And I've got
And
some
you
absolute...
could do a lot of things. You could run after work.
That's right.
You could do things that seem pretty simple.
And like I've been doing bits and pieces,
Yeah, of course.
right? But I needed some accountability.
Of course.
And I also needed a friend, Sometimes
Yeah.
running by yourself.
And I'm going to be
what's
honest,
the point?
I bowed
What's
out
the
immediately.
point?
I said, no, I can't be fucked.
No. I mean, you're like, look, I'll just lap you. So there's
what's
no
the point?
But if you're not from Earth,
Yeah.
you won't know of this phenomenon that's taken the world by storm called Park Run.
Yeah.
So Park Run, it takes place, I think it's in like 57 countries.
Ooh.
I couldn't even name that many countries.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
ridiculous. If running is a thing in that many countries, who would have thought?
I would have
thought?
assumed less.
Yeah, I thought
100%.
some countries hadn't discovered running.
Yeah.
But it's a 5-kilometer
America.
race every...
Sorry,
that's
continue.
great. It's a 5-kilometer race every Saturday morning, and it's not, from what I've been looking at like on the internet and stuff, I thought it was kind of like a fun run type thing where you just
Yeah.
go out.
Is that not what it
looks
is?
really serious.
Oh,
like
no.
they're talking about how to get your time down, and like it's all about like, pick your line, make sure you don't like mow people over and stuff when
Yeah,
you're running.
100%.
I think it's something that people do extremely regularly, and they like try and beat their time every single week or whatever.
So how far do they run on these things?
It's 5 kilometers.
5 kilometers.
So it's
Okay.
5 kilometers. So
And
it's
done
a
every
comfortable
week?
distance every single week.
Every single week.
At the ripe early time of 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. And that's
God.
like when the gun goes off.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no.
you've got to be there
way
like
earlier.
7:30 at the minimum. And then I'll be getting up at 6 a.m. on Saturday.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, think about get off work on a Friday, kick back for 30 minutes, then go to bed and then go. But I wanted to make some predictions, all right?
Oh,
And
okay.
You can join in this.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a prediction of the people, what type of people, right?
Yeah.
How
Yes.
many people there are, and where I'm going to place.
So should we get these predictions down
Okay,
now?
I can write it
Either
down.
side of these, and we can record.
Okay, that's good
next
actually.
podcast.
So first of all, the people I want to. Well, how many people do you reckon they're going to be? I reckon there's going to be like less than 50.
I was going to say about 7.
All right, 7. So Josh is saying.
So I'm going to say, wait, I'll give you a range. Okay.
Yep.
I reckon from 5 to 20.
Yeah, I like that. Sort of less than 20, around about that. I reckon. What did I say? I said 50. I now feel that's low, but you got to go with your gut.
All right.
I'm going 50. I reckon like 49 people will show up last minute.
All
and
I'm
just get
saying
out of
is,
here.
how many people ended up running at that?
In my category, I came 21st out of 24.
Oh, so my maths looks pretty good.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
The demographic of people, I reckon there'll be 2 demographics.
Yeah.
You've got your grizzly old people who have just run every single morning
100%.
their entire lives.
And then
they're
about
just built different.
30-year-olds.
Yeah, 30-year-olds,
Those
like
are the two.
young fans,
This is our
young
you could
like
collective
early
pick.
couples.
This could be a collective.
Collective one, yeah. So like we're saying chiseled old people.
Yep, 60 plus.
Yeah, 60
then,
plus.
like, millennials.
can barely walk, but
Can
somehow
barely
they
walk,
can run.
But they can run faster.
Yeah. Chiseled old people. And then, millennials, like young couples running it together.
Couples,
Young lovers.
late 20s, 30s.
Yeah, young millennial lovers. All right. And then where I'm going to place, if I'm not dead last, I'll be very surprised.
Oh.
Because there's no way just
So-
like regular people are going to
For,
these things.
for this, what are we agreeing? I guess it doesn't matter what we agree. Where do you think you're going to place first?
Dead place first? No way. I reckon I'm going to
Last?
play dead last. Dead last. Like
No,
the
I reckon
last
you'll be
runner.
in the lower 10%.
The lower 10%. Oh,
I
definitely.
believe in
You
you.
reckon there'll be people after me? Or like an old guy?
I reckon you'll be faster than at least a
Oh,
couple.
there'll
two
probably be
people.
some kids.
A couple. I'm going to think you're at least faster than
Because it's not an age group thing,
3
Park Run.
people.
Okay. Maybe that's good. Maybe
Fourth
that's
last.
good.
I'm saying
all right,
fourth last.
let's lock in 4th last. I like that. And do walkers count? If people are just walking it?
No, we're not counting.
No, because it's not park walk,
That
is it?
doesn't
There's
count.
probably no
Yeah.
walkers. Okay, that'll be interesting to look back on. But no, it's
excited.
It's going to be a little bit intimidating.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Jeez.
me and the old birds. But we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Run, Jono, run.
Run, Jono, run.
If this podcast was so riveting that you pulled up to work, but the podcast wasn't finished yet, so you sat there and waited for the podcast to finish so you didn't miss any golden Committee Non's content, I'm sorry if we made you late, but that was episode 28 of the Committee Nons.
They're getting pretty bad now. Jesus Christ.
We've only got 2 more to go. 2 more to
Wait,
go, Joshua.
Next one's 29. Are you doing 30 as well?
I reckon we have to do 30.
Okay.
Because 30 is going to be very hard to. I've already thought of one. My brain is on fire.
Does it rhyme with?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. That's what I thought it was going to rhyme
Yeah.
with. Okay.
It's my favorite part of the whole show.
Oh my God.
I just want to. I speed through the segment so we can get to it. But episode 28.
Maybe it's just a thing we do at the end always.
I think so. We'll find a way.
God.
Where there's a
Maybe
will,
in the 30s
there's
it's
a way.
my turn.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, maybe I'll
You have to
a go at
remember
30s.
what rhymes I did and not do
God.
the same one. It's a lot of admin.
Okay, I'm down with that though.
I like it. But
I'm doing that.
episode 28 of the Committee Nines. I think we pointed out last week that when we finish episode 28, that means we've done 12 this season, and we
It's
did
true.
12 last season.
We finally
So
got through another 12
we've
episodes.
done 12 back to back.
It's kind of
we honestly
nuts.
have done one every single week. We haven't pre-recorded
Haven't.
anything. It's
Never.
just been the factory.
We were kind of a
churning
little
in
bit.
and out.
We were like technically recording the week before it came out, but it's fine.
We kind of had like so we release within the same week we record, but we release on Thursday and we record on Thursday night. So we only don't have one in the bank for a couple hours.
Yeah, but in the sense that like the one that we release is the one that's from the
there's
week
a little
before.
bit of lag.
Yeah,
a little bit of lag
But I
because
tell you what, I think it's
because
been
the
going
boffin
great.
needs
I've been
editing
really
time
the boffin in the lab.
in the lab, slaving
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, the social media gremlins.
41 hours a day
Oh.
in the lab, slaving away. The social media gremlins working so hard.
I've been
So
it's
hard.
I mean, they've been so busy these days.
So busy. But no, we hope you enjoyed that. We started off with I might die because my plants are dying.
Yeah.
That's no
good.
fun at all.
And then we moved on to the Avengers of public transport. Maybe
We
my
did.
favorite segment.
We assembled our team.
That's
our
great.
squad.
I love
the
it.
guys. I
So
tell you
good.
what I'm going to do. This is a promise.
yeah,
I'm going to
okay.
shake your hand. I'm going to shake your hand.
Yep.
I'm going to do a really dodgy Photoshop. Josh is pulling me off my chair. A dodgy Photoshop of the Avengers of public
Yes.
transport. Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to do that.
Look forward to
or how
that
I'm
on-
going to have time, but I'm going to do it.
If you don't, I will.
Yeah, we'll do it. I'll pay someone
great.
on Fiverr to do it. And then we did
Just pay
something
me.
that I can't really see from over here. Oh yeah, Karen,
Yeah,
male
so we had
Karen.
the topic of the male Karen.
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin.
I'm not sold on Kevin.
No, I like saying male Karen.
I like male Karen. I know
I feel
maybe
bad
that's
about
bad.
that.
I feel bad
Kevin.
about I feel
Kevin.
bad, Kevin.
We making
Kaz.
it- let's
Kaz?
call-
Oh, no, that's a woman's
Kazza.
name. Kazza. Yeah,
No.
Kabo.
Ugh.
And then I started running again. Well, I
Well,
haven't
you
really
hadn't
stopped.
stopped.
No,
But we had an update of your running.
I have an
didn't we?
update, and I might.
great.
I've just realised our outro button doesn't work, but I'm pressing it now. Oh,
wow,
how
listen
good
to
is
that.
sound?
Hey,
Do you reckon
Jono.
we can vibe it perfectly. I reckon we can. Oh, we can vibe it off here. Hang on, let's try it again. The timer still comes up on the podcast,
well,
even though the thing
Jono,
doesn't work.
give us a like on all our socials, Twitter,
Please do that.
Facebook, Instagram.
Thursday 5 a.m. and
Yeah.
we'll see you next
Later.
episode.
Woo!
I wonder how we did. Is it still
No
going?
idea.
I think it's still going at this point. Who knows? All right.
All right.
See you on the next slide.
See ya.